السلام عليكم ورحمة الله، ازيكم يا جماعة؟ من ايه، اهلا بيكم في اول حلقة من حلقات ام بي اي 2K 2024. والله تقدر تدخل فين يا يوسف؟ هقولك هدخل فين. لما كنت عايز ادخل دي. وده عندي نصايح لعبة ام بي اي 2K 2024. يقولي برضو ان انا لسه جديد على اللعبة، فما اعرفش فيها حاجة كتير، لو عنده نصايح يقولي. هتدخل ندخل دي. هنعمل واحدة جديدة ويلا بينا. اوف. لا لا. لا. معلش. انا لسه جديد على لعبة بتعلم. فاللي عنده نصايح يقول لي. اللي عنده نصايح يقول لي. فانا عشان انا جديد على اللعبة، يا ريت يقول لي، عشان انا عمري ما لعبت ام بي اي 2 خالص، ولا لعبت لعبة ام بي اي اساسا. بس حبيت، يعني حبيت اجرب حاجة جديدة، فاقول وانزل لكم حاجة جديدة على القناة. ف فنزلت دي، فاللي عنده خبرة في اللعبة يقول لي. عنده خبرة في اللعبة يقول لي. آه، طبعا. اللي فاهم في اللعبة يقول لي. أنا مش فاهم اوي يعني، لسه بتعلم وبفهم، فيا ريت تقولولي عشان اعرف اعمل ايه. يلا بينا. نبدأ. آه. يلا بينا يلا بينا يلا بينا يلا بينا. ودول برضو عايزين نسيب المشاهد نسيبها عشان انا يعني مشيتها عشان مش عارف انتوا عايزين نسيبها ولا منسيبهاش.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Welcome, everyone. So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. Maxey runs point with Melton at the 2. Harris and Embiid are in the middle. And it's Oubre in at the small forward. And for the Bucks, Giannis and Portis work together inside. Filling out the wings, it's Beasley and Middleton. And it's Lillard in at the 1. Opening day of the regular season, Grant. Nothing quite like this first one of the year.
You know, as a former player, you know firsthand that there's so much anticipation and hard work that goes into making it to opening day. So everyone right now is on a level playing field, and the dream is still alive.
Harris' shot is good.
Well, Maxey continues improving as a facilitator, finding these opportunities to get the ball moving.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Portis. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Milwaukee this season.
Last year, this team got the better of them in the season series, so they're looking to correct that.
And, you know, with two teams in the upper pyramid in the early going, important to establish that pecking order, especially within your conference. So this game is important.
Maxey passes to Harris, and Harris throws it down.
Tell you what, fellas, like seeing Harris be engaged from there. I mean, refusing to settle for the simple layup. Nice finish.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
And Harris throws it down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous
finish.
Lead with a dunk like that.
And one of the more imposing guys in center position. Joel Embiid.
As unique of players we've got in the league in terms of his size, just mammoth, and his agility and skill level. So special for a guy of his size. His production is absolutely crazy. Perennial MVP candidate now and perhaps for several years to come.
Drains the triple. Harris has got 11.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Tobias Harris really making a difference here.
With the amount of damage he's doing inside, a defensive adjustment must be made.
Now here's Middleton. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
I just love the ball movement.
Here's Middleton. It's hauled in by the Sixers.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Here's Antetokounmpo, and a nice finish on the layup.
Muscle Antetokounmpo has added over time, really helping him when he faces contact like that from the defense.
And it's Maxey missing.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
And you think about the value of continuity, Clark. A new coaching staff for these Bucks, but the roster has had plenty of time to develop chemistry.
Well, I'll tell you what, Giannis is at the center of everything they do, BA, including winning that championship. Not many conflicting personalities certainly helps, and these guys are well molded together.
The rebound by Maxey.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
You're looking at the best in free throw shooting last year in the NBA. Damian Lillard fourth.
Very steady at the line. He's the guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
You can just see and feel the passion behind the play of Kyle Lowry. It's like he's always got something to prove every time he's out there, and that energy is contagious. It spreads to his guys as well.
Offensive rebound.
+5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge too. Don't discount that.
And he jams it home with authority.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
The advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
He's got 11.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Here's Harris. And it's Healed that time on the assist by Harris.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Milwaukee calls timeout. If you look back on Sixers history, the list of legendary big men is a long one.
Exactly, B.A. And let me tell you this. Embiid's name is right there near the top of that list. You know, you think about the likes of Chamberlain, Moses Malone, those guys certainly on the list. Embiid, that says a lot.
Covington's checked in for Tyrese Maxey. Good on the bucket. Harris has got 13.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And that comes off the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists in the game.
No wasted motion with Harris. He's so smooth and polished as a scorer. He gets those catch-and-shoot jumpers off nicely.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Beverly, the pass to Lopez. Can they get it? Counted.
Just so steady around the basket. Brook Lopez, really one of the more consistent scorers in the game.
Lowry left side. Takes the 3. Here's Reed. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. He has 6.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we got
32.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Or the 76ers at the top of their game, huh?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively.
Filling out the wings, it's Beasley and Middleton. And it's Beverly in at the point guard position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too. Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Lopez. And that'll be Milwaukee's ball as it goes out of bounds. Bucks able to keep the possession. Bobby Portis has checked in for Milwaukee. The 76ers also with a sub. Maxey's checked in. Shot from the inbound. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Refusing to give up anything easy.
Absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Portis' shot is off. Now the 76ers with it. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Well, Clark, we know what Bobby Portis brings to the table. He loves to ball.
Yeah, he does, and he does it with a smile, with great passion and energy, and we do know that he'll give you double-digit points, and he'll stretch the floor with his three-point shooting. Boy, that stick-to-itiveness, not to give up on that play. Giannis never giving in or giving up.
And that one's good. Covington.
They're really working the paint now.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. They host the Hawks after this one. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. Here's Maxey, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And with players like Morant and Giannis last season getting undercut around the rim, would you support moving the charge circle out a foot, Grant?
You know, BA, that's a good idea. I mean, I don't see why not. The league wants more highlights and less injuries, so it seems to make a lot of sense to me.
And this summer, the Sixers making changes on the bench. Grant, the mission statement is clear. Make it past the conference semifinals.
Oh, so clear, BA. And while that's been the stumbling block in recent years,
Let's
I'm not
have
sure even that's good enough. This is a team with legitimate championship aspirations.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Joel Embiid talked about setting the tone. He said it's not easy being a leader. I'm not an off-the-court guy. I'm more reserved. But on the court, I show up. That's the way I like to lead, dominating on the court, offensively, defensively, and try to bring everybody along with me. Brian?
He does it well, for sure. Allie, thanks for that. A different look for Milwaukee. Crowder, he's checked in for Portis. And Lillard subbed in for Beverly. Reed's checked in for Philadelphia. Hield comes in for Oubre. Now here's Melton to the paint. Embiid laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Embiid's got 6.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the 76ers?
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that
Yeah,
way,
yeah,
and
but
playing
yeah.
that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Oh, that one's off. Still
Ooh,
out
la, la, la.
Maxey with it.
La, la,
Picked up
la.
by Gallinari.
No.
Throws it down.
But, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
He's got to take a back seat right now. When you're ice cold, you can't just keep gunning. And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself, couldn't control himself there.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points, while the other guys struggle to keep up.
بص معناها بس لا الكرة اللعبة حلوة اللعبة حلوة.
There's a minute 26 left in the half. Maxey passes to Reed. And Embiid throws it down.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with. Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
مباراة
Reed's gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field.
لا لازم تكون متعلمها عشان تعرف تبدع فيها.
Gets the first one to go. Now 1 for 7 on the night.
Doesn't matter where he is on the floor. Lillard is a walking bucket.
لازم تبقى متقنة عشان لعبة صعبة. لعبة صعبة بس ممتعة.
The rebound by the Bucks.
متعتها بصعوبتها.
Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 7 tonight. Crowder.
معرفش تتفقوا معايا ولا لا بس متعتها بصعوبتها.
Maxey passes to Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Dropping the hammer. That's why Embiid looks to get deep inside position.
It's stolen by Hield. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Good work defensively by Lillard.
You know, you don't always get that
Lillard
opportunity,
next.
so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Goes back up. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's...
Joel.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny,
والله
and a
حاجة
favorite time
أيوة
of the
دي.
year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season.
هي دي حلوة.
Tobias Harris was red hot to start the first. He had 18 points, 2 assists, and 5 rebounds. And from what we saw so far, and that's going to do it for our half.
أحلى حاجة يا دي، أحلى حاجة يا دي.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Oh, you look at Tobias Harris in this game. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. Harris and Embiid are in the middle. Maxey runs point with Melton at the 2. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Well, Clark, it's nice to have a guard like DeAnthony Melton who takes care of business on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I love that about him. Old school two-way guard, BA. Because he can make shots, he can make plays, but he also can defend. And he does it all with a level of professionalism and focus that you like to see.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
That one's good for 2. Embiid's got 4 points this quarter.
Nothing new for Embiid here, going off for a big scoring performance. Par for the
دي
course.
وجعتني. دي وجعتني لا.
And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
إيه ده؟
Embiid's got a rebound.
لاعب
number
نط
10
من غير
tonight
ما
with that
يقوم.
last one. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, Grant, how do the Bucks put the pieces back together and make a run at another title?
Well, the hope is this new coaching staff will unlock some new wrinkles and find ways to keep their offense from stalling in the clutch.
Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Beverly comes in for Damian Lillard. Covington's checked in for the Sixers. Kyle Lowry comes in for Maxey. Both good from the line that time. It seems you could bring in anybody to this team and pair them with Embiid, and they'd still win, Grant.
Oh, they
ومتعبة.
got a solid
زي
roster.
زي أي لعبة في
The 76ers go how Embiid goes, kind of like our broadcast with you. And in the last 5 seasons, they've gone to the playoffs.
Fields checked in for the Sixers. And there's Oubre. That one's good on the assist by Harris. Harris has got 3 assists in the game. For Milwaukee, they've gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Here's Portis. And again, another missed shot.
There's aggressive, and then there's trying to do too much. This scoreless effort is hurting this team.
Harris. And Harris throws it down.
Big man coming through. I have to enjoy watching Harris attack the rack with that kind of ferocity.
And they're on the break. Here's Hield. Rebounded by the Bucks.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Lowry surveys the D. Pass to Harris. Doubled by Middleton. The 3 is up, and here's Lowry from the arc. It's hauled in by Beverly. For Milwaukee, they've gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8, and stolen by Covington. On the attack, Oubre, and that one is hammered home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Harris, rejected by Lopez. Middleton, right side. From 8 feet away, drops it in. Middleton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Smart pass by Porter, showing the ability to make good decisions with the ball.
بوم بوم
Now
بوم.
Philadelphia with it. They're on
لا
a
ممتع
15-4 run.
لا ممتع يا جماعة لا ممتع
Down
جدا.
low. Here's Covington.
ده تركيز
Yeah, he
جامد.
just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And stolen by Covington. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Lowry.
Covington.
That falls. Nice setup by Harris. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Philadelphia.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it
لا
up
ده
the
كده
floor.
اوفر.
I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Beverly, the pass to Beasley, inside. Oh, stolen by Harris. And now the Sixers on the break. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Harris spots the
جامدة-
opening and
جامدة.
helps his team exploit it.
The Bucks shooting only 30% in the third quarter. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. Philly fans, they're known for their passion, and Tyrese Maxey said, I love them because they're real. They're honest and they're tough. They know the game, they know what they're talking about, and they know what players are getting out of it. They care about winning, and that's what I care about. Brian?
Such a great sports city, too. Allie, thank you. And he can't get the first one.
A most valuable role player on this team. Portis's ability to stretch the floor with his shooting, huge.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Beasley. Gallinari comes in for Lopez. And it's Crowder in for Middleton. Reed's checked in for Philadelphia. Tyrese Maxey comes in for Lowry.
He's been playing great, unselfish
ده في ايه؟
basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is
لا
delivering
لا
a
مش
lot
عارف
of
ايه
room
يعني
service
أنا-
times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And it's Crowder missing.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Antetokounmpo with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks making a change here. Jackson is checked in. Melton, he's checked in for Philadelphia.
صح يا جماعة
There's
أنا
25 seconds
تعبت
left in the third.
جدا لا ممتع
And
بس
Maxey, here we
متعبة.
go. Back to Harris. And they double up Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Here's
انت انا عندي
It's good. From the top of
لسه
the key.
تمرين
Covington's got 4 points this quarter.
I doubt that's what they were
عشان
looking for,
انا
but it works out.
It's stolen.
بتمرن عشان اشارك
And so it's the Philadelphia
بطولات وكده
76ers
اشارك بطولة.
way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break.
فاتمرنت الصبح
Big difference in shooting percentages.
بس اتمرنت الصبح بيس وكده.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
اتمرنت بيس
He's
لان انا
always near the top of the list for this
لان
honor.
انا هشارك في
Passes like
لعبة
these are
احترف لعبة
Well,
بيس.
you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes
فايدي
sweet
ايدي
highlight
تعباني
plays, night in
اساسا.
and night out.
فدي كانت تعبتني اكتر.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. All right, time for an injury report. And now an update on Damian Lillard from Allie LaForce. What do you have, Allie?
Guys, I was able to catch up with Milwaukee's head athletic trainer, and I learned that it's a bruised heel, so that foot will be tough to walk on for the time being. Right now, they've got to focus on assessing just how bad this is and how they move forward. BA adjustment time has arrived early this season.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Pat Connaughton is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Jackson. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Gallinari in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Beauchamp, he's checked in for Jackson. And here's Lowry from the arc. Rebounded by the Bucks.
فايدي بداية توجعني يا جماعة معلش انا ساكت عشان
You almost are forced to take it.
بركز في الماتش.
Showing great
بعد
intensity
كده
around
تلاقيني
the
ساكت
rim.
عشان كده تلاقيني ساكت.
Respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
كده انا
Lopez, he's checked in
معاكم
for Milwaukee. Milwaukee, no good that
ان شاء
time
الله
either.
في اي
That's a
سؤال
decent look for
ساهم
him.
في
He just couldn't
الكومنتات
convert.
وانا
Here's Paisley. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Paisley's got his first
سألوني
points
في
in this one.
الكومنتات
And the
وانا
defense has no one to blame but themselves.
انا
They just let
ضعيف.
him right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this
جماهير
team
بتشجع.
because of what he does.
Paisley, good.
In the NBA, you let anyone shoot inside 5 feet, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
Here's Connaughton, and it's rejected.
a capable defensive player. That wingspan of Batum's really an asset in blocking shots.
استنوا كده يا جماعة.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. 13 feet out and too long on the shot.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim. He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel, 0 points, nada. But he's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 12-4 run. Outside Oubre. Three-pointer. Here's Embiid. Rebound, Milwaukee. To the middle. And Beverly gets it to go. To the inside. Lowry. Soft touch off the glass.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Lowry's gone 3 of 6 shooting from the field so far. Puts it up from 15. Batum pulls it in, and he commits the intentional foul.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that.
Gallinari, he's checked in for the Bucks. Beasley comes in for Beauchamp. Reed's checked in for Philadelphia. Maxey comes in for Payne. And a lot of NBA players and former players are getting into film production. How rewarding has that been, Greg?
You know, BA, storytelling is so gratifying and also so very important. Players do have a voice like never before, and these ventures are just another way of expressing that voice.
Jackson, he's checked in for Beasley. Clark in the 2023 playoffs. The Milwaukee Bucks got sent home in the first round.
And in an 8 versus 1 seed upset. We all thought they were set to make a deep playoff run. But injuries, untimely as they were, and the heat.
Maxey surveys. Lowry outside. Drills it from deep. Lowry's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the 76ers.
You love how they push the ball at every opportunity.
Yeah, they really dictated the pace, and it really paid off.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Joel Embiid.
And I love how active he was on the glass. Not afraid to get physical and do whatever he could do to grab boards.
Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 19-6 run. There's a 4-second difference.
Oh my God.
The game clock. Lowry with it. Jackson in his pocket. Maxey, that's good.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
That one misses. Outside Maxey. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. A statement road victory. So important. All right, Ali, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season.
واشوفكم الفيديو القادم ان شاء الله. يبقى الفيديو عجبكم ويا رب يكون الفيديو عجبكم. و عندي نصائح بخصوص اللعبة يقول لي وإن شاء الله الواحد هيتطور ويكسب في الفيديو الجاي. معلش اعذروني على قلة الكلام في الفيديو عشان انا كنت مركز في الجيم، بس ان شاء الله هركز وان شاء الله في فيديوهات قوية جاية، واشوفكم في فيديو قادم، ممكن يا بعد بكرة، ممكن يعني هيبقى بعد بكرة أو بعد يعني ممكن كمان 3 أيام كمان 3 أيام كده، أو يوم، يا يومين يا 3 أيام بالظبط. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله. متنسوش اللايكات والكومنتات يا جماعة، متنسوش اللايكات والكومنتات. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله.